Hey, yo, Tut, you ever heard of this new Detroit nigga claiming he got a closet full of J's and shit?
Yeah, man, he got some tight ass J's.
Man, he ain't shit. I'm from Detroit.
No, for real though, that nigga got a closet full of J's. I mean, literally, a closet full of J's.
Yes, your boy got J's out the asshole.
What up, though? It's your boy, Detroit Dave. And I'm right back at you with another one. And this one's actually going to be the last one. Now, if you guys have been following me, subscribed to me for years, you know in 2011, I started a series called Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up. And you know they call me the OG King. This is Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up Coach Edition 2016. Your boy, Detroit Dave. And this is actually going to be the last Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up that you'll see from me. Because every king has his crown, every king has his time, and every king has to get reappointed. So, this is the last Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up video because I have decided to sell my OG collection. If you're on Facebook, there's a group called OG Kicks 2000 and below. And right now I've got a bunch of these pieces posted, and I will be letting them go. You know, I've been collecting for years, and I just feel like it's time to, you know, let some other people bask in the glory of originals. Now, all these are 94 retros, but we can consider them OGs. You know, they came out in the 90s. They have the official Nike Air branding, dog ass retro boxes. Even got the shirt to match the box. And then these are original 1988 Air Jordan Fire Red 3s. We're going to get into that. So, somebody suggested I do this video, and I love to listen to my subscribers, so I went ahead and doing one 2016 edition. I've already sold some of my OGs, but right now I believe I have 23 pairs left, and that's what you're going to get in this video. So let's get right into it. Just to kick it off, I got this t-shirt off of eBay. I probably paid too much for it, but you know, I just wanted it. I got, you know, the boxes, and I just wanted this shirt, man. This shirt actually is a print up of the boxes. It's a size medium. And I'll sell it for the same thing I got it for, 40 bucks. Give me 40 bucks, you can get it. You know, I could work a package deal if you want one of these sneakers. So that's the shirt. Let's start off with the 1994 Retro Chicago. This comes with the Jumbo Retro card. This is the first ever retro card. It basically celebrates all the sneakers that were out from inception to retirement. So that's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, and the 9, which is the only Air Jordan that he never wore on court. And on the flip side, it's got the story about what happened in 85. You know, it's got the 1985 Chicago one, and it just talks a little bit about why they decided to put it together. So, for those of you who don't know, they did this in 94 because Mike retired, and they thought that he was done. He went out with a bang, 3 championships in a row. And so they started to remake all of the original Jordans. But these actually didn't do well. As a matter of fact, on one of these boxes, you'll see it's on sale for like 30 bucks. Yeah, it was 109.96. Then they cut it in half, so they did 54.97. And then I think it might have even been marked down farther than that because the original retro run didn't do too well. Then they picked it back up in 1999 because we all know that he retired again from the Bulls in 98. So In 99, they started up again with the 4s, and then that's when it started to pick up. Everybody loved the 4s. The bread sold out very quickly. The cements didn't sell out as quickly, maybe because it was a white shoe. And then they also started giving us Retro Plus colorways. So 1999 was the first time that they gave us Retro Plus colors. In other words, they retroed a model with different colors. And that's where we got the Columbias and the Oreos from in 99. And then, of course, they did the 5s and the 6s in 2000. Then they did the 11s at the end of the year, and it just went from there. So that's when the retro craze began. And I remember, because when all these came out, I was in high school. I didn't own not one pair of them. But I had 11s, I had 12s, I had 13s. So we were buying Jordans, but we just weren't buying the retros like that. So, and then in 99, that was the year after I got out of school, because I graduated and bred 13s in 98. In 99, that's when they started to pick up, like I just said, back up on the retros. And then I remember all of that. I remember the cements coming out in the summer of 99. I remember the Oreos coming out. I remember the white metallics. No, excuse me, I'm tripping. I remember the fire red silver tongues coming out to start 2000. I remember the metallics coming out, Laney's, white metallic 5s, Olympic 6s, midnight navy 6s, infrared 6s came out in August. I remember because I had that with some dog ass Jabot shorts, black and red. I remember all that. So, yeah, man. So that's what happened. So they brought these out because he had retired. They wasn't sure what was going to happen to the Air Jordan line because they wasn't sure if they could sell sneakers from a player that wasn't actively playing. And so that's where this came from. All right, so these are 94 Chicagos. Pretty beat. I'm not going to front. But I got them because I just wanted to have the whole set. Yeah, these are beat. These are definitely beat. I mean, but I didn't pay too much for them. I paid $150 for them. So, I mean, I wasn't tripping. You know, even today, if you check 94 Chicagos, that's dead stock, and motherfuckers want $700-800 for them. You know what I'm saying? So, $150, I'll do it just to say I got it. And so this is actually a size 5.5. And whoever had these got great wear out of them. And they probably got them for $50, and I paid $150 for them. But, the life of an OG collector. You know what I'm saying? That leather on that collar is crazy, ain't it? I like it. I like it a lot. So, that's the first ever retro one. They also had a bread pair that came out. Everybody knows that. And then a lot of people's favorite sneaker, the Air Jordan 3, black cement. And you'll see that it has started to crack. But that's what happens with OGs, man. But the leather quality, though, that leather quality is something nice, man. These were very good condition, as you can see. Only a handful of wears from the person that I got them from. And like, I normally clean soles, but since these OGs, I didn't clean any of these soles. So the way they are is the way I got them, because obviously I haven't worn them. I mean, some of them aren't my size, and the ones that are my size, you can't wear them because they'll crumble. But that's that 1994 right there, all in your eye. Yeah, man. I mean, I respect people feeling like the black cement is their favorite. It's not my favorite at all. Like, the Air Jordan 3 is not even in my top 5 Air Jordan models, period. But I will say that it's in the top 5 most iconic Air Jordans. If I had to think about the top 5 most iconic Air Jordans, one colorway from one model, I would say Concord's probably number 1. Concord 11. It's probably number 1. I will go with the Bread 1 as number 2. I'll probably go ahead and put this at number 3. And then I will put the Bread 4 at number 4 just because of the Craig Elo shot. The Craig Elo shot is very popular. The one in '89 when he scored on the Cavs, and he jumped up in the air with the fist pumps, and Craig Elo kind of fell. That's a very, very popular time in basketball history for you guys that know basketball, know '80s and things like that. He had on the Bread Fours when he did that, and so I would say that was probably the number 4. And then after that, I don't know. Let me see. Conks, Bread Ones, Bread Fours, Black Cements. I don't know. Oh, and I'm tripping, man. Of course I know. Black Infrared Sixes, though. What am I doing? Black Infrared Sixes is probably number 5 as far as most iconic Air Jordans. Black Infrared Sixes because he won a championship in them. Everybody loves the Infrared 6. It's Kanye's favorite sneaker. So, a lot of people, well, not now, but, back before, Black Infrared was Kanye's favorite sneaker. So I would definitely put those as the top 5 most iconic Jordans. But it's just not one of my I don't know. It's just not one of my favorites. So here we have the Air Jordan 3 Jumbo Retro card. Talks about 88, what was going on in 88. And of course, the back of all of them have that same, just like the box top does. Let me move these out the way so you can see that box top. Just like the box top does. Same thing. See that? Same shit. So, but yeah. This is probably one of my favorite that I own because the condition is immaculate on this sneaker. Like, it looks so good. It's one of the OGs that I own with the least amount of damage to the sole. One of the ones I own with the least amount of wear. I mean, look at this, man. Shoe was probably worn 2 or 3 times. Look at the stars on that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the lack of heel drag. Like, you can still see the bumpies, the bumpity-bumpities. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is one of my favorite. And the leather on this guy, man, like, come on, man. Look at that. So, I was very happy to own this. Like I said, worn probably once or twice. So, this is one of the ones that I was very happy to have. I paid a pretty penny for this one, man. I paid like $700 for these. But in that condition, it was something that's worth it to me. I mean, they still on eBay for $800, $900, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? This one does have some cracking on the heel tab, but other than that, beautiful. No cracking, nothing. And compared to some of my other OGs, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. So yeah, man, that's the Air Jordan 3 White Cement from '94, along with the retro card. And then a shoe that has started to get notoriety lately is the Air Jordan 2. I actually got an unboxing video. Well, by the time this comes out, the unboxing will be out already. So, sorry, I'm shooting this before I shoot the unboxing because I'm actively selling these sneakers. So I just pulled them out to take pictures. So I figured, fuck it, since I got them out, I might as well shoot the OG video. Yeah, man. So just disregard that because the tools, you would have already seen them by now. So I ain't tripping. You know now what I got, but at this point in time the video is being shot, you don't know. So just don't worry about it. But so yeah, man, the Air Jordan 2, like I said, the Just Dons really brought the hype back up on them. But like I was saying, they already was pretty much a luxury sneaker just because when the box came out in '87, it had the Made in Italy stamp on it, and that was like a major selling point for the lizard skin that's right there on the side. Like, that was a big thing for them, you know what I mean? And then in the '80s you had a bunch of designer shit popping anyway. Everybody was wearing Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? So that Made in Italy was a big thing for them, you know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, these are pretty much identical to the 1987 release. I don't know if there's anything too much different about them. But you know, they got that Nike on them though. So yeah, it was a dope sneaker, you know. And then here we have 1988 in your face. Now I know these are beat, but just to be able to have a pair, I was happy. That's why I spent so much money on them. You probably won't believe how much money I spent on this shoe, bro. But it's not too many people that have these in the true blues. Now, you know, you'll see people with white cements, black cements, but it's not too many people that got this one or the true blues. The true blues, man, I've never seen a pair for less than $2,500. True blues. So it's a pair of these right now on eBay. They've been on eBay for like 4 years. The nigga want 30,000 for them. I don't think he'll ever get somebody to pay 30 bands for this shoe. But that's what he got them listed for. So when I got these at 800, I had to get them. I had to, because it was like, man, I'm not gonna run across this shoe again. You know, so it is one of my more beat pairs. But just to own it, you know, was enough for me. So that's my first little run right there. You know, we got the Chicago's, black cements, white cements, Chicago tools, all from 94, along with the pristine condition t-shirt, size medium. That's 40 bucks. So yeah, let me just run down these prices real quick, man. So Chicago's size 5.5. You've seen the condition on them. Just give me the 150 I paid for them, and you can have them. Black cements, just give me the 350 I paid for them, and you can have them. White cements, just give me the 700 that I paid for them. You can have them. Chicago tools, just give me the 180 I paid for them. You can have them. Fire red threes, just give me the 800 I paid for them. You can have them. Just give me the 40 bucks on this. You know, you can have it. So, like I said, I'm not doing this one for profit. I sell Yeezy Boost for profit. So if you know somebody that want a Yeezy Boost, tell them holler at me. And I do pre-orders for profit and, you know, to assist people. But these, I'm not, you know, just give me my money back that I paid for them. So I got round 2 coming right up. So I'm back like I never left. And here's round 2. And now we're 89, 90, and 95. I threw that on there because I needed some space for it, because every other one, I got 5 for that little run that I'm going to do. So I threw the OG Chicago's up there. All right, so let's start with the hottest one out of all these. Great 5s. I got these OGR. I'm very excited. I got the Flight Club little pamphlet, and you'll see another one too. I actually got a couple more. I got one more for the 1991 joint for the 6s. And then it's just got the little, you know, you can join the Flight Club. Well, you could. I mean, you can't do that shit now, but back then you could join the Flight Club. And when you join the Flight Club, you used to get like a little calendar of everything that's coming out. See, here's the Fire Red 5s. I actually got a couple of these outfits. I just had on, matter of fact, there's the Laney one right there. There's the Laney guy right there. Yeah, so I got a couple of these outfits. But anyway, yeah, that's that OG shit. I'm into it, man. What can I say? I got the OG forfeits too, because I'm into it. But here's the grape outfit, which I thought was really cool, which actually came with shorts. That's kind of wild, right? And there those guys go right there. It's a 1990 Great 5s. This is an extremely sought after shoe. There's not many of them up, at least the last time I checked. And it's not in the greatest condition, but I've seen a lot that were way more beat up than this. I mean, the netting isn't even yellow. The netting is still clear. So, you know, could appreciate that. And then when you start looking at that Nike Air right there, that's when you know it's real. So yeah, man. Look at that. That netting is clear as ice, man. The material is more yellow than the netting is. How crazy is that? So yeah, man. 1990 grapes. You know, I had to do it. And see that Nike Air right there, very crystal clear. You know, it's in there like swimwear. So shout out to 1990 with the great 5. Staying right in 1990, dead stock fire red 5s with the big ass 23 in blocks on the side, block letters, block numbers, should I say. And like I said, these are dead stock. Hold on, let me let you get a better picture of that Nike. Dead stock. Super yellow, but still DS. Hold on, let me show you this Nike Air on the inside, though. That's when your head get bust open. When you see this right here. I'm trying to get the tag in there, too, so you can see that 10.5. The focus is not really that wonderful, but, you know, I'm trying to get the video to not flip over either, because that'll be inconvenient as fuck. But that Nike Air is crystal clear. And then this tag will probably show up a little bit better. I apologize, people. But yeah, that's the 1990 tag right there for you. Crystal clear Nike Air. Why? Because they are DS. So shout out to 1990, man. I noticed that the toe is a lot more pointy on the OGs too, compared to the retros. The toe don't seem to be that pointy. You know what I'm saying? But I've been beating these laneys this week. It's crazy. Running around doing raffles in them. For these French Blues. That's, well, by the time you see this video, French Blues would have been out, but I'm shooting April 1st, so word to the fire red joints. Now here's another sneaker that a lot of people don't have, OG collectors and whatnot. Military 4, man. Of course you see OGR. And this is a kid size 6, but you gotta appreciate it. Now the material has gotten some yellowing over the years, you know. Nike Air is partially still in there. But you know how I go. Millies. You know. And then staying right with 89. Fire reds. You know how that go. Fire red 4s. Came out 3 times. Once in 89. Once in 06. The Mars joints, where they at? Oh, the label is scratched off, but that's the Mars joints right there. And then they came out in 12 with this box, but I don't have that one because my Mars is so excellent. I don't even got them. I felt like it wasn't a reason to buy them. So here you go. 1989. Nike Air is still in there a little bit. Bang. There's that sole. You know, I just really get a rush, man, from getting originals. Like, having the first run of the sneaker, it just makes me feel good, man. But like I said, I'm getting out of it right now just to make some room for some new stuff, man. And, you know, pass these on to a collector who can appreciate them just as much as I did for the past 5-6 years, however long I owned them. I don't know. Nike Air is better in that one, as you can see. So yeah, man. 1989 for your neck right there. And then obviously rep box, because that's a newer style box, rep box. But when you see that on the insole, you know that's the city pack right there. So shout out to OG Chicago's. That's all. And we're just going to run down this real quick because I like the fact that they put all his accomplishments on the Air Jordan 10. Starting with 85, Rookie of the Year. 86, he scored 63 points. 87, he had the scoring title. 88, he was the dunk champion. 89, he won the defensive because they were saying that all he could do was shoot and score at first. And then he came back at 89 and said, okay, I can't play defense. Won a defensive title. 1990, he scored 69 points. Obviously, 91, 92, 93. You know that run. And then these came out in 94 when he retired, so it just said Beyond, which I thought was pretty cool. But shout out to the OG Chicagos, man. OG Chicago City Pack. I'm not even gonna tell you how much these going for. Go search on eBay and look up 1991 Chicago 10s, and you see what type of numbers that they going for. So this is gonna be a steal. But let's start over here. Like I said, just give me what I paid. You want the grapes? $760, which is a pretty nice deal because a lot of times people want $1,100-1,200 for them. These are actually dead stock OGR, $600 for those. Militaries, $450. Far Reds, $700. Now here's the steal. Here's the deal of a lifetime right here. Hopefully you've paused this video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a second to go ahead and pause right now. Matter of fact, hold on, don't pause yet. Open up your browser, go to eBay, search 1995 City Pack Chicago 10. Pause now. All right, cool. So now that you back, now you seen them prices, man, give me 300 shipped. You can get them, bro. That's right, 300, 300. You can get them. I actually paid a little bit more for them, but because of the size, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that price down, give you guys a steal on that. So 1990 in your eye, fire red, grape. 1989 in your mouth, military, fire red. And 1995 City Pack on your lip. It's on your lip right now. 95 City Pack. And we'll be right back with another one. And we right back with the next part. So now we moved into 1991 and beyond. I say beyond because this pair right here is actually from 2000. So you know what? Since we talking about that, I might as well just go ahead and pop it off over here. So I got these sneakers. Neither one of them had the original box when I purchased them. And I actually had the infrared pack. And I sold the infrareds individually. I sold the white infrareds to one guy, and then I sold the black infrareds to another guy. And one guy actually requested not to ship the box because he was doing, you know how these guys nowadays, they do the plastic tubs and whatnot. So he actually requested not to ship the box. And then the other guy, I told him that it would be cheaper for me to ship the black infrareds without the box. And he said, cool. So I still had the infrared box from when I bought the infrared pack. The black infrareds, I didn't like them because they were real furry. And for some reason in 2010, when they was dropping the Retro 6s, they was putting that furry Durabuck or Nubuck on it. But as you can see, the 2000 joints, and you can't really see the 91s because I got them, but you can see that little corner right there. That's not furry. That's shiny. You know what I'm saying? It's slick. So I didn't like that, so I let them go. And the white infrareds, it was like, it wasn't a big deal. But I got the new joints. I don't know, they in one of these boxes. Let me see. Maroons, black infrareds, white infrareds. So I got the new white infrareds. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I got a pair. I also got a dog ass t-shirt to rock too with them. Where's my new t-shirts? Yeah. Still haven't worn it yet. 91. Don't let the first be the last. So that's a dog ass Jordan shirt. I got to go with the white infrareds. I'm gonna pull it out one day this year. I don't know when. But anyway, so Let's start with the 2000 infrareds. Now this is a dope ass sneaker. I bought it because, you know, I thought it was a decent price. And they actually were wearable. I actually wore these one time. So yeah, that was awesome. And the condition on them, I mean, is immaculate, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead and grab those. I got these back when, I mean, I don't know what the prices are now. I haven't really checked. But back when dead stock infrareds from 2000 was doing 700. And I got these for 400. No OG box, but I was okay with that. You know. So, like I said, 2000 infs. And like I said, same price I paid, same price y'all pay. 400 for those if you want them. White infrareds. So my first cop was the maroons. I wanted to go after the ones that were more difficult to get. The first one was the maroons. This is actually my third pair of 91 maroons. I had another pair that I bought first. Then I picked up sports. Then I picked up black infrareds, I believe. Dropped an ass load of money on those. And like, we'll talk about those in a minute. And this was my last one, I believe. And I just got them because, you know, they were the cheapest out of all of these. You know, I paid $220 for them, $218 shipped, I think it was. And I just wanted to complete the OG set, you know what I'm saying? So these are not in as good condition, excuse my English. These are not in as good condition as the others. But I wanted white infrareds to complete the set. And so, there you go. White infrareds. And so now your boy got all of the OG, the whole 91 set, all the Air Jordan 6s, OG, I got them all. Now these I got for a pretty decent price. They were shrink wrapped when I got them. As you can see, major crumblage, but they were only worn one time. I mean, that sole is ridiculously icy. And so what happened was I really wanted to see how it looked and felt, and I took the shrink wrap off this one, and that midsole just disintegrated on me, bro. Like the midsole it was terrible. So I decided not to take the shrink wrap off the other one, and I just wrapped this one back up best of my ability. I know you can't really see it well, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So 91 infrareds. Once again, no OG box, but I kind of made one. OG maroons. And these were in better shape. But they just started to crack, you know what I'm saying, right here. And then that's why earlier in the video and going forward in the video, you'll see some of my OGs have like a shiny finish to the midsole. And that's because what I did was I took some aquarium sealant because it was flexible. And just sealed up all of my OG midsoles so they would not crumble any more than they already had. But these ones, this was the first one to crack up on me. And so I didn't do this one. I mean, at this point, there's really no point, you know what I mean? But they were, like I said, they were in pretty nice condition, man. Nike Air still visible there, you know? And you guys saw these in my maroon comparison last year when these dropped. And I did the comparison on how those look, you know, in reference to these. So, word to made in Korea. Some of them say made in Taiwan. Some of them are made in Taiwan. Some of them are made in Korea. Let me see what this one say. Yeah, see, this one say made in Taiwan. That one's kind of rubbed off. You can't really see it. Let me see what this one say. Oh yeah, sports is made in Taiwan. I hate when it take all day to focus, man. Anyway, take my word for it. So, Sport Blues. Now, let me tell you what my dumb ass did. These were perfect when I bought them. And they still would be perfect if I didn't do the dumbest shit ever. So, in 2011, I believe it was, I don't know if you live in Atlanta or the surrounding areas, you've heard of DJ Greg Street. He's a big sneakerhead. His Show Me Your Sneaker collection on Sneaker Watch got like something crazy, man, like 400,000 views. And he has this event down here in Atlanta called Sneaker Friends. And so the midsoles were super firm on these, just like they are on these. Like these midsoles is dumb firm. And I actually did wear these, like you see me pushing on it, like it's real. Like these midsoles is firm as fuck. So I wanted to stunt because that was when I had really first got into my OG thing as far as like really collecting OGs, and people knew me for that. So I wanted to rock some OGs. Man, I put these things on, took 2 steps, and here's the results. I was so disappointed, man. I'm just glad I ain't paid like a lot of money for them. I paid $400 for them. So, I mean, look at the sole. Like, you could tell, like, these are very, very nice condo. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, unfortunately, things happen. You know, things happen. Now, this is the crown jewel. This is the pinnacle of my OG collection. Just looking at this shoe, you could tell it's dead stock. 1991 Carmines. I actually keep this pamphlet in this booklet in a bag. I don't even really touch it. You've seen in my 2014, if you've been rocking with me for a while, my 2014 video I made on the Carmine comparison for all 3 years, because you know, of course, you know I got those, and then you know I got those. So I want to compare all 3 releases. And if you remember, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, want to pull it out. Well, I pulled it out then, but I don't really like touching it, man. I don't want to get no fingerprints, no oils, no nothing on it. I don't want nothing to happen to that. These sneakers are pristine. Pristine. And this was the shiny that I was talking about, because I didn't want the midsole to chip up. This sneaker is in as beautiful condition as the day it was released. Look at that red, bro. Like that felt collar. Like, oh my God, this sneaker is so gorgeous, man. And then when you see that ass, though. Ooh. Right in your face. So yeah, man. When sneakers are dead, you know, then you could do things like that. I had to do it, man. I dropped a stupid amount of money on this shoe. But to me, it was worth it. And to be honest, if nobody ever buys this shoe from me, I will be okay keeping this one OG. I will be okay, because this was my favorite 6 ever. I remember watching Mike play with these on. And that's when I fell in love with Air Jordans, when these came out. Because I was only like 10, you know what I'm saying? And when I seen this shoe, absolutely fell in love with it. So I paid damn near $1,600 for it. So I mean, I'm just gonna let you know. And if you want it, I'm not doing no negotiations on it. I want $1,600 for that shoe. I mean, some people might not see it. I see it. It's a beautiful sneaker. No one has this shoe dead stock with all the original packaging in this condition. Like, nobody, you won't find it. So if, you know, some people might say that $1,600 is a lot of money. Yeah, it is. I'll pay $1,600 for these before I pay $1,600 for some fucking Turtle Dove Boost. So, you know, hey, that's what it is. So, 1991 on your lip. Dead stock Carmines. $1,600 if you want them. Crumbled Sport Blues. I paid $4 for them, but I crumbled them. So give me 3. Give me $300 for those if you want them. Maroons, $350. Infrareds, 400. White infrareds, 220. 2,000 infrareds, which are probably still wearable. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to wear them if you buy them because they might crumble, but I know I wore them and they didn't crumble, and I'm 270 on a good day. So, VNDS, 2,000 infrareds, size 12 on those, 400. And I'm about to come right back at your neck with what would this be? Part 4? Right back at your neck with part 4. And we right back with the next portion. And of course, this is 7 through 11. Now, I used to have a lot of OG 10s, but you saw I put the 10s that I still had, the Chicago's and the other piece, because I actually already sold the city pack. I had actually 2 Knicks, and I had a Orlando, and I had a Seattle, and the Chicago's. Never cared for the Sacramento, so I'd never cop those. But so this is what I have left. All right, so we're gonna start with the hairs. Now this particular one does have the original box, which is pretty cool. Hairs are my favorite Air Jordan 7. So I had to get all the releases. The new one's down there. And then, of course, the Countdown Pack guy is over there. And then you got the 1991 original. Now, these actually hadn't been worn much. As you can see, that Nike Air is pristine in there. But they were definitely worn. And over time, I'm not sure if it's coming up more yellow. It might be coming up a little bit more yellow than it actually is. But over time, time tends to yellow things a little bit quicker. That toe box is strong, though. And you saw these in my hair comparison I put out last summer. So, I'm not going to spend too much time on them. But it is my favorite Air Jordan 7. Second favorite is probably the Olis. I know a lot of people like Bordeaux's. I don't really care for them, even though I had Bordeaux's in 7th grade when they was OG. When they came out. But I just really like hairs, though, man. And like I said, these hadn't really been worn too much. They were worn, though. And it's just a dope sneaker, man. To me, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. I just really like hairs, man. And then back to the Air Jordan Flight Club. The little pamphlet that came with it, So, I thought that was pretty cool. And then here you have dead stock. Once again, original box. The label was kind of messed up. But you have original playoffs. And the way you know the OGs is because they got the little red tab right here. I believe the 07 joints had a black tab, and then the new joints, which was 2013, I believe. I don't know because I ain't get them. But I'm pretty sure they got a purple one. But yeah, these are dead stock. Hella crumbling, though. Like, this midsole is done. But they are DS. I promise you. And this is kind of tight in there, but I'm going to see if I can let y'all peek at that Nike Air. I'm trying to get a good... the light not working with me. But like I said, they did. The Durabuck held up quite well throughout the years. So, yeah, man. And the reason why I got this one still wrapped in plastic is because this midsole, if I pick it up, the bottom of the shoe will like flap. So I'm really trying not to do that. I know you can't really see it that well. But yeah, OG playoffs. Playoffs? Yes, OG playoffs. All right, here you have another one with the original box. Air Jordan 9 powders. And the reason why I also had a pair of charcoal 9s too, but I actually let them go. The reason why I like these so much is because the OGs did not have 23 on the back. Just naked in the back. So I thought that was pretty cool. So here you had a powder 9s. Not in the best condition, but I just wanted a pair of OG powders. because for the simple fact that they were different. They didn't have the 23 on the back like the 2010 release did. And as you can tell, these have been worn an awful lot. And it looks like the previous owner tried to touch them up with some paint. It looks like they painted the upper white and the outsole white. I know they painted the outsole white for sure. But yeah, man. Powder nines. And here you have my favorite Air Jordan 11. The Columbia 11. It's my favorite. I really love it. I like the shape on it. That leather is tremendous. I just really like the shoe. And Nike Air is still partially in there, as you can see. And the sole on these is really, really blue. Like, I don't know if it's even coming across in the video as much as it is. Like, these were worn a handful of times. Oh, yeah, it's coming across nice, yeah. Especially in the middle, you can see it's real blue. It's green around the edges, you know, obviously from age. But no separation at all, though. So those could actually be still be worn, should I say. And then this does have a bit of a smudge or a scuff on the toe box. But other than that, beautiful condition. And once again, that sole, baby. Just let your soul glow. Yeah, man. So I really love the Columbias, man. It was the one of the first sneakers I purchased with my own money when I was in high school. I had the cash. I was working, and I have nothing else to spend my money on but clothes and shoes. So I remember buying these. They came out on Wednesday. I remember copping them Friday that week, and they were still full size run. So yeah, man. Like, I just love the Columbia, man. So Columbia 11s. And then I have a beat pair of bread 11s, size 13. These are definitely beat up. But I just got them. I mean, it was a low price. I mean, I paid like $70 for these. So, you know, I just picked them up just so I could say I did have a OG pair of breads. I got a DS pair of Concords down there from 2000, so I didn't get the Concords OG. But I did want to go ahead and grab these. Like, excuse me, like I said, these are beat. But I just want, you know, when you a collector, man, sometimes it's just about having a shoe, you know. And I knew it was nothing I was gonna wear anyway, so I, you know, $70. Yeah, let me get that. So yeah, like I say, these are beat up, but they still are what they are. OG bread 11s. All right, so hairs. Like I said, everything here is going to be exactly what I paid for it. So the hairs are going to be $260 shipped. Those are size 10.5. The playoff 8s, they're dead stock. Those are going to be $280, size 10. The powders, I got a nice price on them, and you're going to get the same nice price. $170 on the powders, original box, size 9. Columbias are going to be $450, original box, size 8.5. These are actually still wearable, as opposed to everything else you've seen in the video that is not. And then, man, just give me $60, dog, for the size 13 bread 11s, OG. So there you have it. And now I got one more portion of the Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up. And it's coming up next. And I'm right back with the next portion. And here we have the teenagers, what I like to call them. Now, I do have other teens, but none of them are OG. I actually did have a dead stock pair of Indiglows, but I sold those last year. I got 16s out the pack. I got CDP 16s out the pack, but they're not original. I've got Laser 15s from 07, along with the whole outfit. with the whole laser. You can see the patching on the shoulder area, like the side knitting. Then it's got the gold foil and whatnot. So I got those, but those aren't original. And then of course 17, 18s. I got 19s out the pack as well, and then the 2005 20s. So let's start with the Flints OGR. I absolutely love this shoe. I remember when I was in high school and I skipped second hour to go get these, February 13th, 1998. It was a Friday, I believe. Because back when I was in high school, Jordans used to drop on Wednesdays and Fridays exclusively. And so I remember putting together a whole outfit. Now you got to remember, this is the late 90s. So back then, Tommy was popping. Nautica, Guess jeans, Polo. Polo really just been popping since the 80s. Like, Polo never really fell off. Nautica, as far as I know, they fell off. It's not really popping no more. Guess jeans fell off and all that. But I remember I had the all gray Nautica sweater with the blue boat on it and some blue Polo jeans that I got to rock with these. Skipped second hour, came through in third hour with these on and crushed them. So yeah, so this is not my original pair. And then the previous owner re-glued the sole, and he got some glue on a couple of spots. But it's really not that bad overall. And when they're on foot, you wouldn't be able to tell because the uppers are super crispy, as you can tell just by looking at the front. Like, these are super crispy. It's just, unfortunately, the person who I got these from, they didn't do the best job. Now, this side looks a lot better. This shoe looks a lot better except for that area right there. But yeah. So that's my OG Flint 13s. And then my Pride and Joys OGR. Got these for a ridiculous price. Didn't have them when they first came out. The only pair I got was the Cherries. It was a store up in Detroit called Athlete's Foot. They still got them around here. It's a couple down here in Atlanta, but most of them switched to City Gear. I had the Cherries, and I got them early for like $30 extra. I think I paid like $260 for them to get them early, $250, $260, and I had them like a week early. Back then, it was trusted because you can get them out of the store. Nowadays, I don't really mess with early releases. This pair is in excellent condition. As you can see, no heel drag whatsoever. And I wore them a couple of times, but overall, they still look great. So those are my College Blue 17s. Very excited about those. Coppers just recently came out. I got those too. Those are being second quarter cops. Had to pick those up. And then you got the original 18 OGR. What I like about the 18 is this is when they started to have their own individual boxes. Because the 16 came, well, really with the 17, because the 15, 16, those came in face boxes. The 17 was the first $200 Jordan ever. It came in a case and all that. And then after that, they started making individual boxes. So each box was different. The 18s came with the little towel. And then they also had the specific 18 box, which I thought was pretty cool. And here you have the Cherry 18s, which are in really good condition. I don't really wear them that often, to be honest. It's just, and it's no reason in particular. I just don't really rock them that much. But these are still in great condition. They got the stitched insoles, so nothing can rub off. They got that carbon fiber plate, little stitch on there. You know, 18 on the sole, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, there you got the Cherry 18s. Like I said, I didn't get the 19s. The 19s, to be honest with you, are the most garbage Jordan out of the first 23. Like, they are extremely garbage. The 26 is pretty garbage too. I think that's the 2011 model. No, the 2011 isn't that bad. The 28, no, not the 28, the 27. which was to be the 2012 model. The 27 is pretty fucking trash too. The 28 is actually kind of nice. 29s I don't really care for, even though I got a pair. The team orange ones with the big ass orange jump, man. I like those. I got them for $60. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that 19 was just garbage. So back in 2004 when they came out, I passed on them, even though the box is dope, because the box, it slides out and then flips open. So let me see, what can I put you in the mind of about that box for those of y'all who don't have the 19s? Okay, so you see how the box is like this? Imagine this box splitting from the middle, sliding apart, and then flipping out like a wallet, so to speak. And so the 19 box is pretty dope, but I passed on the 19s. I really don't like them. I just got the 19 and 4-pack just so I can have a pair of 19s. But you know, don't have 19s. Then I did grab the 20s. I actually wanted the quick strike joints with the black strap, all white shoe with the black strap, but I ended up not getting them. I did get the stealths. I know these dropped again like last year or 2014. I know they dropped again. I think it was last year. But as you can see, I got a little rip in the back of them. Now these aren't for sale. I'm gonna keep these. But I was just saying, I got them and I did beat them. I wore these a lot. I've hooped in them. I've just rocked them. You know what I mean? Very space age. But my favorite part is the back though. This is my favorite part of the 20s. How I got the number for the shoe, the 4, 5, 6 for the championships, and then the number 23. I just think that's a dope look. And then they also got that same thing on the box top. As you can see, it's got the same as on the back of the shoe, so I thought that was dope. And then the box, just the way it opens and all that is kind of dope. It got Velcro right there. It's got the laser etching, just like on the strap. It explains a little bit about the shoe, which I thought was dope. It came with this nice little bag, because these dropped in 05, which was the 20th anniversary in the Air Jordan 20. And then even the paper got the laser etching on it. So I thought all that was dope. Yeah. So there you have the Air Jordan 20. So we got 13, 17, 18, and 20. The only pair of shoes up for sale in this particular portion is going to be the Flint 13s. I'll take 300 shipped for this shoe. Like I said, it's in great condition. Uppers are in excellent condition. As you can see, it's just the glue stains. That's the only problem. I've seen DS pairs at 500. Even the 2010 model is at 500. But just give me 3 for those. And none of this other stuff is for sale, but they are considered OGs. So I just wanted to throw them in there. So there you got the Flint 13, College Blue 17, Cherry 18, Stealth 20. And I'll be right back with the final portion of Step Your OG Game Up. And we are back with the final installment. Now I know these all came out within the past few years. Well, that was 9 years ago. But they are still originals. They are still from the original release. This one has been retroed. That one got retroed in the Countdown pack. That one has never been retroed. So I figured I would include them. You know, Jordan's 1 to 23, and I just threw the 24 in there because I got it. I like it. You know what I mean? So, but this goes right back into what I was saying about them, each one coming in a different box. I thought it was really cool. They take attributes from the shoe to make the box. Like for the Air Jordan 22 box, this same pattern that's on the box is the carbon fiber from the shoe. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then it's like a trapezoid type box. It's shaped like a trapezoid. I thought that was pretty cool. And then it opens from that side. And then it flips open. And you've got the interchangeable pods right here. And it's got pods in the back with the zoom air, which I thought was pretty cool. This particular release is dead stock, as you can see there. This one was from the 2007 Alpha Omega pack, and I always thought this was a dope shoe. I actually got it up for sale right now. One other thing I thought was pretty cool was it came with a serial number so you could register the shoe. And I'm trying to get that to focus in a little bit, but it doesn't seem to want to focus in. Right here that says pull for serial number. So it's a serial number up under there, and it says register. Oh, there we go. Register your pair. So I thought that was pretty cool. Serial number still sealed. I think the concept was really nice. If you guys don't know, Omega is the last letter in the Greek alphabet. So in American terms, we use Omega for the last or the final. And this just has the picture of when he threw up his hands after he hit the last shot as a Bull. 23, the Air Jordan 22. I mean, I just think it's dope, man. I just think it's a dope sneaker. And like I said, these are dead stock. And I'm just looking for $250 on them. I think I've seen a couple pairs on eBay dead stock for like $330, $350. Just give me $250 for them. You can get them. Air Jordan 23. Now, I thought this was pretty dope. This was one of the first ones they used with no glues. And it also came with a DVD. Now, what I like about it is you see that etching that's on the side of the shoe all over the box. That's the t-shirt I got to go with it. And then this is the Cherry Highs. These were a rather limited release. And then it's also got the DVD that talks about the 23, you know, and how they created it and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. It came with a little DVD. Oh, and Jordan's thumbprint, which is also behind the tongue of the shoe. So, you've got the Jordan 23. It's got 23 on this tongue, the Jumpman symbol on that tongue. Overall, it's a pretty dope sneaker. I like it. It's just kind of narrow, so I don't really like the way it fits on my foot as much. But it's cool. I'm not selling it. I liked the idea how they put the thumbprint as the traction. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, man, the Air Jordan 23. Cherry Eyes. And last but not least, the Air Jordan 2009, aka 24. This box is silly. This box will stand up like this on its own. And this one, that ain't even a trap. I don't know what that is. It's different though. I like it. And a lot of people don't like anything past the 23. A lot of people don't even like the 23s. But I thought these was cool. And it's got a little message in there. Time to reflect. How do you compete? Love it or hate it, this shoe is luxury. It won't defy expectations. It will redefine them. Be relentless. And so I just thought this was a cool shoe. Kind of remind me of a bowling style shoe. But that leather is very nice. As you can see, I didn't clean those the last time I wore them. It's got like this satin on the side. Nice thick laces. Plastic tips. Marble for the carbon fiber. I mean, I just think it's a nice shoe. I know it's slept on. I know a lot of people don't rock with it. But I like it. And that's all that matters. That's why I copped them. And yes, I do wear this shoe. I think it's dope, man. Like, I just think it's really, really a dope sneaker. You know? So, word to the Air Jordan 29. This shoe is hot, man. I fuck with it. So, there you have it. This has been the last and final installment of Step Your Motherfucking OG Game Up, because the OGs are clearing out. I actually already sold a couple of pairs that you saw in this video, because this video was broken up over multiple days. So I already sold some of the OGs. But I'll make sure that it's already in there, so you'll see. Like, well, you've already seen it because this is the end of the video, but I have to go through my editing process. So once I edit it, you'll know which ones are sold and which ones are still available. I just want to thank you for taking this time to sit through this video. I believe it's like an hour long. I appreciate your time. I hope I was able to hit you with some stuff you haven't seen before, some classics that you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. But yeah, man, you know, like I say, it's just, I've held the OG King crown for 6 years now, 7 years. And I felt like it's just time to move on, man. Like, I'm just clearing out some space, man, just getting rid of some sneakers. That's all. So, you know, that's all this was about. But I did enjoy being the OG King for a while. I did enjoy having all the originals, everything from original ones all the way up, as you've seen. So I definitely enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Please share this video, like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified whenever I drop something new. And that's it, man. You know me. I'm staying with the pre-orders. Anything you want coming up, just holler at me. You know the telephone number. And I don't know why we got to go through this every time. Instagram, right there. Bam. Telephone number, right there. Bam. It's your boy.
Cause the bottom of them bitches showing stacks and wins, and tell your friends my closet is deep as a well. I even got 5 pairs of original 12s and original 13s. I got 2 pair of those, the white, blue, and gray, and the low top black hoes. The blue and gray boys, man, they step on through. I even copped a brand new pair of retros too. I had to get those new, just like my Olympic 7s. The only ones I like better than them was the 11s. I got plenty of those, and I keep them shits clean. I even got a laser cut pair of 15s. My 16s and 19s look real similar. Both of them black and red. Plus they killing them. 17s, I'm feeling them. They came in a suitcase. Hit for $200 with mic tips on the shoelace. I throw them in dude's face and never rock bootlegs. To keep my soles white, I might clean them with toothpaste. Don't even get me started on them 23 packages. The kicks is quite nice, but my swag is miraculous. The 20s featuring that laser cut precision. Or them 21s brought on a brand new vision. 22s took that vision and built on top of that. The 23s dropped and I'm like, yo, I'm copping that. And you can't stop the fact the fuses is tizite. They even mixed up the Dub 6 rings and spitzites. Man, these J's that I rock keep me fly as a kid's. So if you need my style, I can get you Rizite.
You know your boy got a closet full of motherfuckers, man.
I do this Jordan shit, man.
Yeah.
Every day of my life. I got shoes I ain't even rock yet.
Yeah.
I got originals from 91. I got originals from 87.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy on this mic shit. 31 Trey, Detroit Dave on the motherfucking track. My little man, Do the Bug on the motherfucking track.